Unnecessary talk with Brian Sturges. Now, what you want? You want a little chocolatey?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I already had one.
Or a little pumpkin?
Yeah. Oh, you're passing out my wife's muffins?
Sounds
dirty.
It does sound dirty.
You?
Hey, do I sound a little?
You trying to get on there?
You sound hot? Low?
No, I guess it's fine. Whatever. Who
You
cares?
want something?
No, I'm recording a show right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges.
Yep.
And it's completely dead.
Oh, okay.
I got nothing.
Keep talking. I mean, it's good here.
It's down here.
You got
I'm
nothing
still
down
recording.
there? Definitely.
It's cracking in and out.
Crackle.
You hear the crackle also?
Yeah.
We hear the crackle. I hope the music's still going. That sounds better. That sounds good.
Silicone.
I'm Brian Sturges. You can follow me, briansturges.com, and of course, where I don't post online. I'm such a winner that I don't post any of my losses. Okay?
Winner, huh?
We have
I got nothing. Winner.
Cliff Beach.
Big old floppy donkey. No, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything? This is the best intro.
Hello?
We'll fix this. Come on. We got
All right.
time.
Okay, we got time.
This music's in a
Music is
loop.
still going.
This is an infinite musical loop. This is what the people want. Production. You
Moist.
see, not everything happens.
Succulent.
Don't forget the first Tin Man there was Buddy Epson, but he was allergic to the paint and was replaced.
Huh.
The printer magnet?
Correct. You can follow him at Cliff Beach Music, and you can, of course, follow Tim at Timothy Hall Music. You might know him best for crackly headphones that should have been tested in pre-production.
Yeah.
Still kind of crackly, but we're just going to pretend it's fine. Music. Okay. Moist my music.
Your wife's muffin is
Oh,
so
Jesus.
moist.
It certainly was.
Have you ever tasted Brian's wife's muffin?
Okay.
Tim?
What?
Most of us, my wife, a lot of men have eaten my wife's muffins. My friends have eaten my wife's muffins. The neighbors have eaten my wife's muffins.
I didn't realize that
Her father's actually eaten one of her muffins
Jesus.
too, but they're...
I didn't realize your wife's muffin was half chocolate, and also it could hold this much cream on top.
Oh, boy.
that last one felt
Yeah, that was
vaguely
rough.
sexual.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. Stop laying on... You fuck on my wife?
If I'm banging your wife,
My
lately.
wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Jake LaMotta when he came over? You guys see Raging Bull?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Right, he goes, you see Raging Bull?
Oh, yeah.
And he goes over, and Joe Pesci's just eating his meal, and De Niro comes in and just starts punching him. You fuck my wife! You fuck my wife! Various droopy dog
Yeah.
faces.
That's pretty good.
And he just starts punching, and he's there. That was a picture at the time where he would put on the weight, and then he lost the weight.
Yeah.
And then he was pouring the cold water on his dick because he wanted to build up the testosterone so he wouldn't come.
Oh,
so he'd have
sure.
his wife come over to get him all hot and then pour it on there. That's also the same woman who was in Analyze This and That.
Oh, really? Both?
And,
This and that?
This and that. I think they were in both. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, that's how you open the show. I
Yeah.
guess we have a lot going on this week. Next week, of course, is the spooktacular Halloween episode. Cliff will be performing the theremin for an hour and 45 minutes, and then we'll play TikToks.
Yeah.
Tim, of course, is very excited about Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
He's the man with the mind. I can't hit it. Can you hit it? The man with the Midas touch. Come on, hit it.
I don't know.
That was-
It's up there. That's old, what's her name? The old black British lady. Shirley Bassey.
Is that who it was?
Shirley Bassey. I remember the producer. I wasn't
Broccoli?
there, but he said
Broccoli.
hated it. But I think her boyfriend or something at the time was making the music or whatever, and they were like, "We don't have time to replace it," so it's it. But he hated the song. And her performance.
Yeah, Goldfinger. I got to start watching those. I watched those when I was young with the old man, and now it's my turn to watch them.
With the kids?
Yeah, I haven't even seen the last one. It's kind of a sad moment. Like seeing the last one, the old man's gone.
Yeah.
So it's like, we like to go see them together. So now I don't know if he's dead. I don't know if I had mentioned this, but it makes it very difficult for me to take to a movie without getting some looks.
Yeah.
But I'll often
get
get
some
free
looks.
popcorn. But anyway, so now it's like I have to continue a tradition, and my son's only one, so it's not like he's really into it.
Not yet. Yeah.
Not yet, but I'll have to introduce him at some point when it's time.
You gonna do it chronologically?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
I like that.
Definitely. And,
I like the spoof.
But they need to. So we're actually we're like I'm a part of it. Yeah, I was over there at the sound stage. What's that sound stage called? Muffin Eater. What is it called? The big famous one over there.
Oh, so Sony something.
Yeah, no, it's whatever it is.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're in between bonds now. Not like the '80s stock market.
Oh,
Right.
Idris Elba.
Too late.
Damn it.
Bad guy.
Oh.
He's
Right?
gonna be a bad guy.
Black?
Idris Elba is but so he's too late. He's too old. You have to get somebody like 30 because they're going to do it for 15 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can't go with a 50-year-old whatever he is. You can't have him now. So they have to go with like a Chalamet, but he's
Chalamet. Oh,
he's too-
Chalamet. Yeah.
with
I don't think
Shalimar.
he's-
He needs to go with Shalimar is the new James Bond. But they got to go with somebody, I don't know who they're going to go with, but
like a
they gotta
Jason
be-
Statham
Oh,
type.
Timothy,
Too old.
Timothy
Yeah, he's too old.
Chalamet?
Well, he's too weak. But like,
Yeah, he's not
Tom
projecting.
Hardy 10 years ago would have been a great one.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God,
You know?
Venom.
I haven't seen
And
those.
that Bikers one? That was good.
But who do you think the new Bond will be? Now, Timothy Chalamet is the name I only know from seeing him on the cover of a magazine. But he's British, right? That's his thing, or no?
No,
Am I
he's
making
American,
it up?
but his
Oh, then no, he's out.
no, but
out.
Do
his,
not hire an American to play
No, but
James
his-
Bond. It's disrespectful to your culture.
but he's Nepo though. His mom was a famous actress. I can't remember her name.
They're
but,
all Nepos.
But he came from a famous.
I ended up
actress.
on a list of celebrity nepotism or something, and it was like it's just a list of everyone who's popular today and who their parents are or the
Really?
money. Like, I mean, whatever. Not to speak out of line, but apparently Nick Kroll's parents are billionaires. So
Oh
like,
really?
So when
Taylor
I like
Swift's
Nick
family.
Kroll.
it
like,
must
were-
be great.
Yeah, he's great.
Judgment free.
Yeah.
I wish my parents were billionaires. Also
Me too.
alive.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Jeez.
And I'm like, yeah, it's the two of us. And what I do is I tape his one leg to my leg. And
Yeah.
it's a real half of Bernie's weekend
Yeah.
situation.
This one's just dragging, the other one is.
Talking about best friends.
Oh my god, that's your dad.
It was.
Oh,
it was.
yeah.
No, he would like it. He'd like it.
Oh, okay.
He loved my comedy.
Yeah, he did like that.
Again, if I ever do a comedy special, it'll just be called Legacy Ruiner.
Yeah.
But the new James Bond, like, but I would have loved if Idris Elba or Tom Hardy like 10 years ago would have been good, but they're too old now. And to show my progressiveness, James Bond can be whatever. James Bond just can go in and out. Now you may get, let's not go down that path, but you know what I'm saying. But I'm fine with that. It's when you make Sherlock Holmes a Japanese woman. What was she, Chinese?
Oh yeah, Lucy Liu.
That's
Yeah.
great too, I guess.
The lady liked that show.
Yeah,
I couldn't
they
get
do
behind
because
it.
the women are solving crimes as compared to losing their keys in the parking lot of an Albertsons. No, I lost my keys yesterday. I locked them in the car.
Oh.
So I become the old man in the Christmas Story where I'm just yelling. Swear words are being mumbled down. Like I'm downstairs and my wife's just upstairs, like hiding the kids in the closet.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my fucking keys. Because I have to go. I got a 2-hour drive to go meet somebody and I can't find my keys. And then she eventually finds it and they're just sitting on the front of my thing. And then I had to, it was a.
Oh, you had to
guy
eat
with it.
crow or whatever.
Well, I didn't think she lost it, but I would just, I didn't care who found them. I just need to go. Anyway, James Bond. Who do you think is going to be the James? Don't worry. We'll get to you soon.
No, I'm thinking, who would it be?
The only British actor I know,
someone,
what is it? Benedict Cumberbatch.
Nah,
he's too old though, right?
Hey, but
And
he
two-
could be a bad guy.
Yeah,
I think he
His
would be
Sherlock
good.
was good.
Oh, his Sherlock was awesome. Yeah.
Classic. Talk about the Hounds of the Baskervilles. Okay. She was a handsome gal.
Anybody with Cumberbacks.
Oh.
Yeah, it's good.
Well,
But yeah, I don't know a lot of
What else was he ended up
younger
like recently? Oh, he was Mr.
Dave
Mr.
Tennant.
T. He did the VH1 special, Mr. T, behind the chains.
Pastor.
There was a guy who was doing the Mr. T thing with his gold, and he ended up getting, because of the weight, and he never took them off.
Oh.
They're all infected and started growing in, and he won't take them off, but he has to go
Wait,
to
they
the
grew
doc.
into his skin?
Well, he has so
like a
much, because
tree?
he never took them off. Yeah, they just started to wear, some sort of thing where it was, I mean, it's causing him physical pain, but somehow he just, I don't know.
It's like the old
He's too
African
committed.
neck rings, causes issues.
Well, Christmas
Yeah.
is coming.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. We'll get that extended.
I want a black pearl this year, though.
Would you date a woman from Africa?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Nigeria won, I think, Mr. Olympus yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Bodybuilder. Man, you want to talk about a guy you're like, after you, sir.
Yeah.
It's a mountain of flesh.
It's always nice to see
I don't
that
know what it
one
was, but
person.
you
That's,
won. Congratulations, sir.
it's always nice to see that one person in a poor country that was able to eat. You know.
Yeah, how many villagers didn't get chicken that week?
Yeah.
He's like,
I need
have to
5,000
compete.
calories. Yeah.
It's like you don't see them with Sally Struthers panning across that 30 cents.
And then
a
it's
day,
just-
and all of a sudden, just
Hey,
He's just in the-
who's that guy?
this guy took everyone's 30 cents.
Well, all that hate was because she had put on a tremendous amount of weight,
Yes.
and so she's a big fat
Yeah,
person,
it
being
didn't
like,
look good.
Can you send tens? Can you send? You remember me?
Yeah.
Remember Meathead? Well, go ahead.
yeah.
Carol O'Connor, me 10 cents. Archie's place.
Well, Meathead became a
Yeah, he
very
looked like
famous
my
director.
father. Archie
Really?
Bunker, yeah.
Archie Bunker?
Yeah,
When,
definitely.
when he
In
was
that 60s, they had it's like
Oh, yeah.
that haircut of the white.
because he was so racist.
No, actually, he was the opposite.
Ah, so heat of the night.
Nice.
A great theme. But here we are. Anyway, so comment below.
About?
James Bond. You know,
Oh, okay,
write
yes,
your,
yeah.
write your James Bond. Who do you think should be James Bond? It
They
has
need-
to be English.
They need
Or
to.
Yeah.
Scott. It has to, or Wales or whatever they call it over there.
Yeah. Whales.
Yeah.
Porpoises.
Yeah. Well, they need to go earlier.
Thanks for trying.
Origin.
I like you putting your toe in the water there.
Yeah,
What
tried it out.
association?
They need
It's
to go.
cold.
It's just like a-
I'd like to see an origin, like prequels now to Bond, like before he was.
like when he was in primary school.
Yeah.
he's like a little mini ACDC.
Yeah.
He's like, how do you take your milk? Shaking, not stirring.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
There's chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chocolate milk, please. No. Shake it, not stir. Now, there's the debate on that because by shaking it, waters
all.
it down.
Oh.
So there's the purest martini. Some people say that it should be stirred because you just want it to get it cool and cold enough. Where if you shake it, you're adding a lot of water to it.
Oh.
And then last night I saw dirty. So there's dirty with olive juice olive, but then there's also dirty with
Where
blue
Doug the
cheese.
bartender just fucking.
Yeah. Doug.
And then he
you
charged me. It's like $28.
When you get the blue cheese olive, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, you know who likes that? My Arab friends there. They love to ruin good booze. What? Friends.
No, they're your friends. Yeah.
They're
I just had an itch right here.
they're heavy Arabs. What are you talking about?
They're always
Between
crashing
the
into
hookah
things.
bars and the white Mercedes, what are we talking about? They are Arabs.
No, I believe
and they
you.
are like not like Arab light. They're like I don't want to say what kind. I don't want to say. I won't tell you what side of the war they're on.
Okay.
But they have opinions.
Okay.
You have a problem with Arabs?
No, I don't have any
Why are you
problem
making
with-
it weird?
I'm not making it weird.
Have you been?
I have psoriasis right here.
Have you been?
They
It
love
itches.
it. They love onions. They love to put a little mint onion and put it on a piece of flatbread.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'd like that.
That's good with the
Yeah.
butter. Now, have you been on an airplane?
They are Arabs.
Have
With an
you-
Arab? Oh, no, never. I'm getting off. You know, I'll fly September 10th. I'll fly the 12th.
Because I was on the plane recently next
But
to.
it's my aunt's birthday on the 11th. So
Oh, yeah?
you know, I like to fly.
I was next to an Arabian, Middle Eastern person on an airplane.
An Arabian?
Yeah, an Arabian night.
You were next to an Arabian
was.
night?
Yeah.
Were you on Qantas?
It was the magic carpet and the genie that
Ah.
gave it away. But so, but basically, he was like a buffed up guy, and he was probably talking to a girlfriend. But like he was making calls as we flew, and I was very nervous.
Like he was actually making
He was
a telephone
on
call?
a cell phone call, like as we were.
You're not
still
supposed to
flying.
be doing that.
And I was like, they don't block that. And I was like, it's
Because
not
he's
my
calling
job.
over the Wi-Fi.
It was like, it's
Oh,
not,
maybe it's was it voice over IP?
I was like, I don't want to overreach, and make a scene. But
No,
then
I'm
it's like
talking
when you don't make a scene. But when you don't make a scene, then like bad stuff happens. But it's like when you make a scene and then you've overcorrected.
Right.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So I was like,
As
in
the
this, like-
plane plummets into the mountains.
Excuse me.
Is it too late for a Diet Coke?
Yep.
Diet Coke makes the most bubbles.
Really?
So when you're in the air, there's a reaction to the altitude and Diet Coke. So if you notice, when you pour a Diet Coke, it takes twice as long as it does normally, which is why they will often give you the whole can of Diet Coke because it's faster than waiting for the bubbles.
for it to go down. Oh, I love it.
You see what you learned?
This is good
This show's
stuff.
not about Arab James Bond. Who would an Arab James Bond be? Arab James Bond! Arab James Bond!
Golema.
No, not Campbell Toe. What?
Damn it.
Give me what's a good? Do I know any Arab actors?
I don't.
Who's the one in Hard to Kill with Steven Seagal?
Well, that one guy.
Well, I know a Pakistani actor,
We'll take it.
Kumail Nanjiani.
I love him.
He's
There you
great.
go. Now, actually, in
thought he was Indian.
now in Indian James Bond, well, they're on this show.
Oh no.
It's a melting pot of society.
And
But
he's all buffed out.
I would also be okay with a hot
I was thinking
Indian
this-
guy to
this
be
guy.
James Bond.
This guy would be good.
That's a lot of smiles.
That's a guy who overcharges me for my brake repair. I don't like that guy's face.
I think that
I
guy.
don't like him.
He'd be good.
Ooh, that's some shiesty. Yeah, I don't want that guy. I don't trust that guy as far. You know what I mean? You bring your car in, you like fix it. Next thing you know, it's being shipped to the. My last 3 Toyota pickup trucks have all been sold to ISIS. I don't know. I keep going back to the same guy, but I get insurance. It's so funny. I don't know. It's actually, isn't it like Arab month or is that September? What's the? Like look up. Can you look up Arab actors? This is really going down. See, but it's progressiveness because we care. Because other people are talking about comedy and stuff you want to listen to. We're looking up Arab actors that could play James Bond.
AI should be
I
able to
don't
tell
have-
us.
British actors of Arab descent. Go ahead.
Bing, bang, boom.
Give me some
Amir
images.
Al
Give me some
Masri.
images.
Okay. Hold on.
Images.
Images.
Maybe
I'm
not.
pretty
Tony
sure-
Shalhoub. You know what?
Tony Shalhoub.
I think we need
I
to
would go
press
that way.
hard. Dude, could you imagine the performance that Tony Shalhoub would bring to playing James Bond?
Oh,
There'd be a lot of this.
he'd just play Monk.
Yeah.
I'd rather him play the Wings character if I had to pick.
Yes, Ben Kingsley. Ooh, a young Ben Kingsley.
He's Arab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember he played Gandhi and they were all mad because he wasn't Indian, but he was close? See, they didn't care. Back in the day, if you were close, it was good enough. I saw a guy named,
Freddie Mercury. Was
you know
in
what I was on the other day? Not Apache with Burt Lancaster. It was Geronimo
Oh.
with, Chris something, Chris Cooper, a blue-eyed white guy.
Yeah.
And it was just like, he's clearly, look up
He definitely could sell cigarettes.
Chris something.
All the Native Americans who sold cigarettes
Geronimo.
in the ads. Wasn't that Geronimo in that one famous 1970s like cigarette ad?
I don't know. I mean, I know the cigar store Indians because that was a trading post thing, and it became a symbol of a place where you could trade and buy cigars.
Chris Connors.
So Chris Connors played Geronimo.
Nice.
Could you look up a picture of Chris Connors? And we're going to put it here. Could you put up a picture of Chris Connors and then as Geronimo?
Okay.
So this is a picture of Chuck Connors. All right, now let's see Chuck Connors as Geronimo.
But everything was whitewashed back in the day.
Oh, no.
We just had to look enough to be okay back then. Like all the Egyptians, everyone was white. It was just accepted.
Well, and by the way, Cleopatra, Greek. So, slow your roll.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I think we should move on to speak to our good friend. You might know him best as Cliff Beach from at Cliff Beach Music, because this is the music news of the week.
oh my goodness, so much music stuff has been happening
Yes.
in the field. But we just wrapped up the rounds of Grammy voting, so that just ended. And
Yes, I saw that.
yeah, tons of great artists who have been flooding to social media to promote all kinds of stuff. So
I've
many
seen it,
new categories have been created this year and more diversity in the committee. So we're just now waiting for round 2 to come through.
What's round 2?
It's just when they
It's
narrow
where they
the
fight
pool
each other.
to the
See,
final that you can.
What
actually
you
get to the
don't
Grammys.
know is that the Grammys are secretly an underground fighting ring.
Wow.
So if you get nominated, then you fight. It's actually, if you go up into Westwood where there's like the big hill there, what do they call those people with the gold, the Mormons or whatever, but underneath there where the bunker is, next to where they keep the nuclear missiles, they have the fighting, and where, like Beyonce. Beyonce has been undefeated, which is why you have to thank Beyonce. You better thank Beyonce if you win. If you don't, she'll kill you. That's the new thing.
Oh.
Have you heard this, though?
No.
Even if
You have to thank Beyonce because she's at the top of the You know, the thing
yeah.
that she controls, and they're all sex trafficking one another or whatever. So there's allegedly a video of Diddy slamming Beyonce. Probably not. But this is what's out there, and they're on Jay-Z's, you know, Little Kim Fields or whatever. Who's Kim Fields?
Who is Kim Fields?
I still know Kim Fields.
She's behind the cookies, Mrs. Fields. Mrs. Kim Fields. But no, Beyonce is a great topic because obviously being snubbed from the CMAs. As we prepare for Grammys, people are wondering, is she finally going to win Album of the Year? It's like the one Grammy. She's the most decorated. She's won over 30 Grammys, most of anybody in a lifetime.
Really?
She didn't get it for that Lemonade one?
She's won like Record of the Year. She's won other stuff, but she's never won Album of the
If
Year.
Beyonce can't keep a man, you can't either. So don't worry about it. Enough about Beyonce. Are you going to come over here? I mean, I don't care. You send Jay-Z. Just send somebody. Someone touch her.
But she really helped to shine a light on people like Shabuzi, who are now blowing up and doing contests.
Roll
and
call?
stuff. Yeah.
Wait, Shabuzi is the dude that did.
Shabuzi, roll call. What is
Wait, what isn't Shabuzi the?
They're not all gold people. Fingers.
Yeah.
The country
Yeah.
thing. Okay.
Yeah. So now he's getting his shine.
Tipsy. That's the.
Yeah. So it's good that, you know, they put a shine on other people and it's helping them out. So.
Well, did you thank Beyonce for this? Aha! I can't tell if you can see it. Worst case, I'm sure he sent you images.
Oh yeah, I got images.
So, you might know him best from Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, but Cliff Beach Music is on the cover of the Argonaut, both the paper and digital editions. And he is the featured player where cover story, and he has multiple photos and this whole thing about his life. So pick up the Argonaut or go on to the digital Argonaut, and you know, if you can't get the paper, check it out. So how did this happen?
Oh, well, the writer used to write for Rolling Stone, and so the PR that we're using from Color Red, the label, has been able to secure it. I always, for a while, thought, wow, that'd be cool to have a cover story.
Now, I read it,
Yes.
and I have one grievance. I couldn't help but notice you listed every credit you've ever had in your entire life since you came out of your mother. Unnecessary Talk. I've mentioned.
Oh no!
Not even alluded to the fact that you have been, at this point,
Almost.
100 episodes
Sure.
where I know it didn't even enter your mind.
It might be shame.
That's
Well, I don't put the notes in there. They pick what they want.
Oh, they picked it.
Yeah. We talk.
guilty face. Guilty face. Guilty face.
It's actually called Resting Beach Face. But yes,
Just guilty all the time.
they.
Also, hey,
Omaha Steaks.
get yourself some Omaha sticks.
Have you forgotten your au gratin?
That was the music news of the week. Tim, what's up? Hey, you know what I haven't heard about?
Yeah,
Your slings and arrows there.
I haven't been able to shoot
Various
because I hurt my back.
Hamburger Hamlets. What happened to your back? You went to that masseuse and she messed you up. You went to that German broad I told you about.
So,
Did she make you?
well,
Did you ask?
There's something wrong with right underneath my scapula. It's from overextending when I shoot, so I just have to wait for it to heal up.
Masturbatory
Patching people
asset?
problems, am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I haven't been able to shoot, so I've just been
Shoulder hurt.
yes.
Mini wampum. I don't know. Is that a thing? What's wampum?
Wampum.
Me want them wigwam.
No, they're good. Actually, I've been working with an Apache gentleman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke cigarettes?
Well, actually, he gave me a nice cigar.
Oh,
Actually,
alcoholic?
and I no cigar smoker, and I smoked it on the way home last night. I only about 20% in, but just smoked a nice cigar in the old ride.
So when you're smoking a cigar, you just sort of like fill in your mouth and then firing it out.
Right, you're not inhaling. Same thing with the pipe. You're not inhaling.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
It's more of the flavor. I mean, you're going to get the nicotine, but this
Right.
is just about the flavor. And usually,
Nicotine.
you I've read your chart, Mr. Beach, and I have some devastating news.
Oh, no.
By the way, you were very late for your appointment. Okay. But yeah, it was kind of gave me a beautiful cigar. I smoked it. You know, I only smoke them once in a while.
Yeah.
And I was in the car for a couple hours. It was nice. It stinks up. I have to finish it. I wish. Okay, you can't.
You can't do it. We only get. Can only
get so
afford
many bleeps.
so many bleeps. Yeah, and then we go over
Remember
budget.
that? Remember the time we released an episode called "Hot Shots Kamala," and they were like, "This is clearly like an assassination video," and it was not promoted. Like,
Yeah,
the guy was completely blocked.
we'll change. Maybe I'll change the title.
Too late now. You have to watch this. And we're coming. What episode is this? This is
197.
197.
So we're three away.
We're 3 away from the 200th.
Beep, boop, bop, bop.
Who is James Bond? He is a Muslim.
Potentially.
Ladies sing the song. Do-da, do-da.
Bring those towers way on down. Do-da-do-da-day. Bring the Pentagon down. Bring the towers down. Pentagon Towers and Building 7 all went to the ground.
Tiny Tim's TikToks. I went shopping and got me some jeans at the Walmart. Look what else I picked up. Oh, call this. Remember I wore that little black tank top thing and black bikini bottoms. And so that was my fall outfit. Well, here's my winter white. What do y'all think about this one? Huh? I need to be dancing in this one because, man, when I dance, they share the shit out of my stuff. I don't know if it's because they dislike it that much or do they like it that much. Actually, I don't really even care. It doesn't make me any difference as long as they keep sharing the crap out.
I'm sharing it for you.
So I may ditch this one altogether and come back on dancing.
Well, we get it.
You
want to describe what we're seeing?
Oh, sure. This is a.
That's a long one. That's enough.
Oh, yeah, that is long.
I respect that she's doing her thing.
Yeah.
But let
Especially
me
if she doesn't care.
It's like you're like, where did all the young whores go? It's like, and we found one. We found one that's still.
That's
It's like those dodo birds, like where like you see it, like it's like you never. You see it when they're young, and then where's like an old bear go? Off into the woods.
For her age,
Just pick a metaphor. Right, just fucking go on JapGPT and right. I keep calling it JapGPT.
I know,
Oh my God.
it's not good.
Jesus. But I'm saying for her
But
age,
JapGPT is significantly more efficient.
yeah, for her age, her body is pretty good.
I like that you paused it on the word skeleton.
It wasn't on purpose. It also says mummy.
That is true. So, talking about some loose labias. I don't know what I'm looking at down there. But
Oh, boy.
I know a lot of you out there in states that don't matter. Maybe you make grain. Whatever you
wheat.
do.
Idaho.
It doesn't matter. And you want to come out to the big city of Hollywood and visit. And you're, let's say, you want to be an actress or you just want to come out, or an actor, and you want to come out and see the city. This is what Hollywood Boulevard looks like. Now, as three men who spent some time on Hollywood Boulevard.
West Hollywood.
Some for other reasons.
Yeah.
This is what it's like every block. And also, do you like the smell of piss?
Yeah. You gotta get that smell of piss in there because visually you can't.
Surprisingly, it doesn't smell like shit, but it definitely smells like piss.
Yeah.
Bang, bang,
100%.
bang. On
By the way,
trolley.
don't get the Indian food next to the old Second City.
Oh, did you?
Ding,
No.
ding,
Okay.
ding in my mouth.
This is it.
Where dreams are made.
Now, I know one should feel bad, but
What's that guy doing? He's been.
he's just
over.
going to work. But when you park your car in Hollywood, and this is what I spent 10 years walking over.
Everyone's so bent over. Is that? Oh boy. Yeah, you get everything there.
This is it. Little ad for Target.
Yeah.
Look what you did to my star.
That's the same people. But
Yeah.
listen, I'm not
The worst.
now. I'm not opposed to hiring a police force to come take these people and throw them in a van.
Yeah, and then where?
Where that van goes, I don't care.
I think generally it goes to Santa Monica, doesn't it?
They've
But
turned.
but I would be okay for the little bit, not what do you call it there, a military state, where you just go in, you're like, okay, you're a crackhead on the Hollywood Boulevard, go out, get in this van, we'll take you out. And you put them to work
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
until
okay.
you sober them up.
Oh, like
Yeah.
a work camp.
Well,
Yeah,
you
and if they don't make hinges fast enough,
All right. Moccasins. Well, you rehome animals in certain. And this is a walk of shame. That's
but
all
really,
I'm saying.
I would be okay with it. Just throw them in a van. They're no longer people,
Oh no.
No, but they're not people. They're drugged out. They need help.
Yeah, they need
go
help,
pick
yeah.
them up, give them help, and if they don't want them, shoot them in the fucking head.
Yeah, move them to empty sidewalks, not where our famous people live.
I'm so pro-life that if you round up the violent crackhead criminals of Hollywood and you kill them, I mean...
There's no help. There's no help for them.
Give me a little sticker like I murdered. You get like a free half
like
off at Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
No, there's no help, though, because we've called to have people removed, and they come, and they light stuff on fire or whatever, but they can't take them. Like, legally, they're like, well...
No, but I'm saying we need to change that. You need to be able to go...
Well, mental institutions.
Yeah.
Bring them back. Yeah.
No,
Bring them back, baby. Lock them in there.
but-
What happened when you would take a Black & Decker? Now, of course... I tried to get the
to
Makita.
relieve a little pressure.
Just a couple, just to let it out. A little,
Let the air out.
A little, throw a stove through a window situation.
Yeah. Up syndrome. That sucks. No, but now they...
Oh, no.
I'm sorry, your son has up syndrome. Everything is wonderful. Like we're in a Bosnian death camp.
What a great day.
Beans again.
I wanted to do a Spidey cosplay last night, but everybody's like, haha, waiting for the queef. So
What?
I made a video. What, do you guys want me to come in like this?
What the...
Like, can I just post a thirst trap without being like, let one rip?
Jesus.
Clearly, we should have saved this for the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
But it's just a little Susan of what's to come next
Yes.
week.
Oh,
All
yeah.
I know is that I don't want to be in that multiverse.
Now, is there any sort of sexual arouseness happening?
I didn't know you could just have them... Like, fucking queefing I get, but I didn't
Oh,
know
no,
you just
women.
have
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
John Philip Sousa loved it when his wife... He was like, you know what? I want to take that sound and wrap it around a fat guy and make him march in Ohio State. Did you see that video of the guy following fat people at Comic-Con playing that song in the tuba? Dude, that shit was hysterical.
But the thing is, what happens when
Cut
people...
it out.
Because you do it... Because you know people will share it. Like, is it just an attention whore thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't think she's getting, saving up.
Trying
for
to change
books
lives.
for kids, like
Oh,
a cereal
right.
box. She's like, every queef is 5 points towards a highlights
She needs a
magazine.
queef jar, like a swear jar. She needs to drop a nickel every time she queefs.
A queef jar?
Yeah, queef jar.
Yo, what's that? Sounds like a dominant 7th chord.
No, that's actually an augmented 5/6 chord. It's homophonous with a dominant 7th chord, but its spelling and function are different.
What is that good for?
Let's say we are in the key of A minor. You can turn the 6th chord into an augmented 6/5 by adding a D sharp.
And resolve it to B flat.
No, instead both the D sharp and the F approach E, the 5 chord.
Oh.
That's some nice chromatic movement in the inner voices. But what
Yeah.
about those parallel fifths?
Nice observation. Spell it a 3/4 chord instead, or leave it incomplete to avoid the parallels.
Those are the French and Italian versions.
That's right. You can also leave the fifths.
What about the
Call it
German?
6/5.
German 6/5.
Thanks for clearing that up, Em.
No problem, LeBron. Glad to help.
All right, so apparently you can, teach music theory on whatever.
Yeah, the old GPT.
The old.
I was like, that's crazy. I was like, if they really knew that, that'd be amazing. But it's fake.
Do you ever see the Pharrell interview?
Where they ask him about the blues or whatever?
Where they sit him down, and the lawyer's obviously just fucking with him, right? And he's like, he just asks him basic music questions. Do you know what this is a whole note? He's like, do you know what this means? Do you know what the notes are in the C? And you could tell that the attorney was just kept asking him questions just to make him look bad. But you should check that out, that video.
I've seen it. It's rough.
It's a real flat 9. See what I'm saying? It's like a flat 3, flat 9.
Yeah, because you don't really need to know that stuff anymore to be famous or do anything.
Well, this is because music is shit today.
Well, sometimes it's just a beat. There's no tonic. There's nothing.
Ooh, but you know who is
melody.
good? We didn't talk about. There's that Tiny Desk series that's getting a lot of play.
Oh, you got a tiny desk.
Look it up real quick.
Yeah, I just saw a couple.
Great.
Well, I know.
I'm an old man.
The SWV one was amazing, but there was a
I didn't
bunch.
see that.
recently.
No, they were speaking Spanish there. They're young kids.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was music in which I'm too old
Yeah.
to go see, but I appreciate it.
Oh, I love that kind of
What
stuff.
was the name of it?
Oh, Caseven Real and Paco Amorosa.
I've only seen a couple of the songs. I want to watch the whole thing, but it is fun. It is a fun.
But they only focus on like young and this. Because look at this. Like they're all barely 18, 19, 20.
They were great. Have you listened to them?
I did see a clip.
Wait, you flush your poo?
What?
You mean you're not using it in the garden?
No.
Here's how we do it.
This is a white people shit.
Simple composting toilet. After each use, you just cover your tracks with a healthy cup of sawdust.
So shit in a box.
Once this bucket's full, it gets taken outside and put into an even larger bucket where it sits for a year to mature until it's safe to use. And voila, a rich natural compost for your garden.
So she had me until the last one.
But
Have you guys ever shat in
wrong,
the...
though, because all manure and stuff like we use from cows and stuff, same shit.
Yeah, it's all the same. Yeah,
And
it
people
is
touch
true.
it with their hands. It's just that when something comes from the body as a human being.
Well, when I
it
can
becomes
see an
a-
Arby's ketchup wrapper in it.
Yeah.
I got some.
You ate the Arby's?
Not me,
And
but
it went through your
These
body?
guys did.
And then you pooped it out?
that's, I mean, I don't know. You pretty much explained.
We
it.
have the meat.
Have you
And
guys
ketchup.
ever thrown down in one of those type of toilets?
No.
You have. I can tell.
yeah,
I can tell
yeah.
it's coming. Are
I had
you
to shit.
telling
I
me?
had to shit in a bucket, and then literally it was a little cup of sawdust, just like she said, and you just go boop, boop, boop.
No.
It was
this-
uncomfortable.
This was your normal life?
No.
as a kid?
No.
like-
This is
it's
I
like
was
kitty
visiting
litter?
somebody, and
Oh, this wasn't
they
your
had
home.
no
Septic tank?
New
running
Hampshire?
water. This was in Virginia. Sounds right?
But like a porta potty, right? Outhouse?
No, this was like just in a room inside
made you-
their house.
So they saved their shit for fertilizer, or there was just more like a kink.
I think maybe that's just what their toilet was. I don't know if they used it for fertilizer.
Like they have no water. They didn't have any running water.
No running water.
But all
yeah.
your shit has to take a year to mature to use it. So you just have nothing but a year's
worth of shit.
And last year's shit.
Yeah. Well, you got to date it. Yeah. It's a new crop
it's
coming in.
vintage.
Yeah.
It's peaty.
But you know what? I applaud.
By the way, I grow tomatoes and I hand them to you guys every Christmas. I
Yeah.
give you a bushel.
Here's
But
some of my
only-
shit tomatoes.
But only cute white women can like sell that narrative and
Dude, I hate
be
a
okay. Like
Birkenstock.
hippie, whatever. But it's like
men.
no, I'm okay with chemicals and flushing my poo immediately from a place of
Yeah,
shame.
get out of here. What? Oh, it's a ram's horn.
Is it a mushroom?
And she has like gauze
No, she'd have to
Oh,
get
is that
cut out.
gauze?
She'd have to get that cut
underneath
off.
the nail to protect it from.
Oh, because it's
She'd have to-
pushing into her foot. Look at that kid's reaction like, yikes.
I've seen terrible feet in my life, and
Yeah, but
But like that?
no, it made me disgusted. Like
That's a rough one.
Like I get pedicures because of the men in my feet who didn't, and I don't forget.
If your toenail is wrapping around like a ram's horn and you take the effort of like putting gauze underneath it, might as well take the effort to clip it, right?
Well, some people like
that's like her thing. That's how
Oh,
she
she's
attracts
like-
a mate.
no. Some people just either from poverty or lack of like somebody pushing them to do certain things, just neglect.
Oh.
Especially
So
if
it's a
you
deal
don't do-
breaker. So let's say Heidi Klum or whatever, 1990, whatever. The hottest chick comes over, she's banging, and she just so it's like boomerang. You know, you pull back the sheet.
Oh, right. And you're like, hey.
You're like, God damn, and that's the foot you see.
Yeah, and I'll be like, "What did you do for this devil's bargain? What did you get for this?" hoof?"
That's it. You get to be hot, but then your feet
Yep.
have counter rams twisted.
And she must-
and you have to wear open-toed shoes
No.
everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, you
So
have to.
From,
you can't wear
from
shoes.
the ankle up, you're a 10 plus. But those feet.
Oh, yeah. Go
I could always just look above the knee. I could make it work.
Nos metemos en la ola polar, les decía, todo viene una imagen que me impactó a nivel satelital. Tremendo lo que está ocurriendo con la ola de frío extremo en todo el país. Nuestra gran pregunta es, ¿hasta cuándo va a ser?
Best newscast ever. This is another episode of UnNecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. I am that Brian Sturges. BrianSturges.com. Cliff Beach Music. Tip of the all music.
We'll see you next Tuesday.